basically, I believe that we're talking about the number of the saved far surpassing the number of the lost. But the number of the lost is going to be significant. Obviously, millions of people are going to be lost. But I think it's going to be billions and trillions of people who are saved. And this is part of my hope. In Revelation chapter 7, John's hearing the number of the elect, as I take it, the 144,000, 12,000 from this tribe and 12,000 from this tribe. And he's hearing the number. And it's obviously a symbolic number. 12 times 12 times 1,000. So after he hears the number of the elect called, 12,000 from every tribe, it says, and I turned and I looked, and I saw a multitude that no one could number. So he heard the number, 144,000, and then he looked at the number. And the number he looked at was too big to count. So how many people are going to be saved? Well, we can't count that high. A multitude that no one could number. That's how many people are going to be saved.
There is only one way that men can get to heaven. One road. Jesus said it was a narrow road. He said the gate was narrow.
If we can't count that high, then what on earth was meant by narrow is the way? All right. Jesus says, broad is the way to destruction and narrow is the way. Few, and he says, and few there be that find it. So I want your viewers to know that I do know that that's in the Bible. If you look at both passages where that comes up, it's Matthew and in Luke. The Jews are talking to Jesus about their reception of him as the Messiah. And they refer to that. We heard you teaching in our streets. We saw you. You were walking around. What the question is how many people are going to be spared in the destruction of Jerusalem? And Jesus said, not many. It's broad's the way to destruction, the way you're all going. That's going to be the way to destruction. Some people are going to be spared. That's the narrow way. He clinches that by saying, after that, many will come, he says, from east and from west, and will sit down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in the kingdom. So that passage of broad is the way to destruction, narrow is the way, concludes with a horde of Gentiles coming in and sitting down with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So this is about the ratio of believing Jews in the first century. Taking one thing with another, I think probably about a third of the Jews in the first century were saved, and about 2/3 were not. And then after that, their houses left to them desolate. And then the Gentiles began to flood in.